Welcome to all inspiring chefs, cooks, and everything in between alike. This is Griever, your guys' host as always. This is my new bar, the place I'm now at, and this, yes, new volumes once again, is Shokugeki no Soma, Chapter 277, Review. Without further ado, guys, let's just get cooking. Because this chapter, pleasantly surprised. Predictable. Once again, as I said, I'm just not happy about the predictability of this and the lack of matches. I think maybe we were kind of oversaturated during the end of the Regimen de Cuisine. And perhaps they wanted to try to steer away from that a little bit because we haven't had any real great balls-to-the-wall Shokugekis, really. Especially, not just with Soma and Suzuki and stuff. Let's see some other characters. Like I know they passed through them all, but it would have been really cool to see Hayama and Rio and Alice in matches against some new type of noir chefs or something. The fact that we skimmed over that, like we're simply focusing on two characters. We have Megami and Soma for chapters on end, and then it's Arena, Soma, and Suzuki. Everybody else is just background noise to fill in the pages. And that's what's got me unhappy. This chapter is no real exception. All the characters making an appearance, but really it's Arena and Soma doing all the talking and all the stuff, and Suzuki showing up at the end. So I guess what I want is just a little more. Let's go away from them for a bit and let's see some let's watch a match between Hayama and Rio for one of their seats, whoever got the latest one. Like, break the ice up a little bit, I guess is all I'm saying. Now, overall, the chapter was not bad, but once again, predictability. It's a beach episode. So the girls are in bikinis, the guys are in swim trunks, Rio's in a Speedo. I mean, it suits his character, but my God, no guy should wear a Speedo. I don't care if you look like Chris Evans or anybody like that. No, you should not wear a Speedo. The chapter basically goes off to showcase that they're going to be controlling their own. It's the end of year examinations sort of idea, end of semester examinations. And it's all about, we're going to split into teams, and Arena's explaining everything as headmistress. And we get a kind of a cool scene that reminiscent of Gamblefish. If you guys have not read or seen that manga before, really great manga. It's actually really great, high stakes, great artwork. Really, really liked it. And if you like Shokugeki for certain reasons, you'll like that manga. Trust me. A lot of fan service, I should say. Now, it was very reminiscent of that. They thought that Arena's trial was just completely because, of course, they're like, oh no, we don't get time to play on the beach. We have to manage a seaside resort shop. And even in the romance comedy genre, when we all have the beach episode, the guys are in, their swim trunks and they got the chest out, and everybody does. Once again, this is turning into a romance kind of shogo seinen a little bit, rather than this is more like a high school romance drama manga now than a food manga, and that's just my only issue, guys, because this chapter happens in every single romance high school manga. Every single one. Because they always have to have a sports festival, they have a beach or a swimming pool episode, they have, that's just part of it, guys. It's just part of it. And I didn't mind this chapter overall, but once again, the problem with it is we're still only focusing on characters. I'm like, okay, yeah, Soma, his great plan is, okay, he's all pumped to earn these $9,000 in every day for 3 days, earn yourself $27,000 by the end of 3 days. That's the exam. And they're given a little shit shack that's run down, so now they have to repair it because they're Elite 10 members. They have to go even further with it and such like that. And I know, guys, this review is all, carpet bombed all through the place, like it's got no rhyme or reason, and that's because, once again, with no panels, it's very hard for me to stay chronologically on track, because really, this chapter doesn't really follow, it doesn't have the need for a chronological order. Suffice it to say that they're doing the beach episode, everyone's in their swimsuits, and they have to run a seaside restaurant. You know, in the romance high school mangas, it's the place will be closed down. You know, oh, what are we gonna do? And then the main character show up and it's like, of course, you know, we'll drag them in. And of course, the main love interest is always, whether male or female, it's always super hot and draws in a lot of people, and you know, they make it all work, sort of idea. It's like, thanks to you, my shop will be closed. 3 chapters and it's over. This one, I mean, it's not going to follow that format, but the fact that they are on the beach in swimsuits, they got to fix up an old, you know, place to serve food and drinks to customers and earn so much before the end, or dramatic. Yeah. It's just too cookie cutter for me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Because overall, the chapter was not that bad. It's just the clichéness, the cookie cutterness of this is not what I have come to expect from this great manga. And it is still a great manga. I just bought, in the last couple weeks, as you guys know, you see the stack growing higher. I'm buying more and more of these. I just so happen to be at chapters and stuff. And I bought more of these volumes. I bought 1 7 Deadly Sins. Didn't even look at other series. I went to here and I went, I don't own this one and that one and that one. And you know what I did? I got home, I sat down and I read them. And everything in these volumes is solid, is fresh, is new. Once again, I know a lot of other reviewers are not liking what I'm saying. A lot of other reviewers on YouTube and in Reddit and on Manga Stream and all these other places and on the forums are liking this direction. And everyone's like, Arena and Megami in a swimsuit. I'm like, first off, guys, go back a while. We already saw that in Color Pages before our beach episode. So, and the other thing is that I get that people get to be excited about that, and I know that's the joke. You know, we're all a bunch of perverts, and that's what we like to see. And yeah, sure, but only when the story's good. There still has to be great story here, because now Soma's got his new goal, and he's acting so simple-minded again. Soma had really started to mature during the Regiment de Cuisine, and a lot of the time, and I felt like during this, he should have really matured to the level of this simplistic thinking and stuff. I don't know. I'm so at odds whether it's just me and I have a problem with this, and there were these problems existed before the end of the Regiment de Cuisine, or if I just don't know, guys. I don't know what this, as I said, chapter by chapter, some are good, some are bad, but overall, I'm just not really feeling the arc as a whole. This arc just seems to be going nowhere. I feel even though Shokugeki no Soma is great and I want this to go on for 500 plus chapters, I'm seeing a little twinge of that last arc of Bleach, of fairy tale. I shudder to say it, guys, but that fairy tale treatment. It's popular, story's over, but we can't lose our money, so we gotta keep making it. We got some okay ideas. Let's go with them for now. We'll see. I don't think the story was over, but I think the direction it was taken is much different than was originally laid out after the Regiment de Cuisine. I don't think that this is the proper direction. I don't think this is the direction they intended to take, especially since they have misused so far, in my opinion, this dark noir chefs thing, the Midnight Chefs. In my opinion, they've been misused. This could have been action-packed, but it's turned into a slice-of-life high school drama rather than what it was for, what volume is this? 23. So after 23 volumes, and this is, I believe, volume 24 on top here, that's not even the end of the Regiment de Cuisine. During this whole thing, it was everything. Sure, you had some fun during the chapters, but I remember Arena being petrified. I remember some dark themes, some dark artwork showcasing a zombie being this evil person taking over the academy, and Soma going up to Zion and being like, I'm going to challenge you to Shokugeki anyway. You're not taking away the Polar Star Dorm. Stuff like that. Just a badass. Where's the depth? I mean, I understand they won the war. They should be happy. This is all it should be. But I would prefer this, okay, it's been it's been more than 5 chapters now. We had our fun. You introduced the Midnight Chefs. Let's see them attack. Let's see Arena be vulnerable. I understand that they had that panel where they showcased Arena being like, and everyone who had doubts, Arena was, she squashed them all because the Ice Queen returns, sort of idea. That's fine. That's her character. That's great. But the Midnight Chefs, so she quelled all the unrest in the academy itself. But what about outside the academy? They should be fortifying their walls, and they should be attacked on all fronts, and the Midnight Chefs should be going at them just like they did during the that fall thing, where they went to Hokkaidai, and they eliminated Rio and Alice and everyone was like, oh, what do we do? What do we do? And that's when they came up with their last ditch effort, which was the Regiment de Cuisine. But everybody else was expelled. Like, where's the hype? Where's the darkness? Now, maybe I'm not giving you enough credit because this is the beginning of an arc, and I'm talking all about the ends and the middle stages of these arcs. But there's not enough cooking, and there's too much high school drama for me right now, guys. It's just not... It doesn't have the same feeling that Shokugeki has had for over 200 chapters. It was solid, and every chapter felt good. This does not feel good to me. Now, Suzuki shows up and stuff and says, I'm going to, you might not have all that time because Arena's not going to be there forever, sort of idea. And he says, don't you worry, someone says, my plan is I'm going to make something delicious. She's going to try it, and then, she'll say my food's delicious. I win that goal, and then I can challenge you once again, sort of idea. And, Suzuki doing his dark stuff at the end of the chapter, like, oh, Arena's going to be mine. You're going to run out of time. You don't have time to be screwing around with plans like that, sort of idea. And that's where we get the overtone of the darkness that I want, but it seems so fake and cheesy coming from this guy. Like, we know that's the plan. That's not new information. Why is it such a big reveal? Why does that deserve such a big... I don't know. Just don't like it. Then here at the end, the only interesting other thing about this chapter is the very end we see someone says, Arena, Nakira Arena, behind her, and a lot of people are assuming it's Joshiro because Gin wouldn't do this, Sunzanuma wouldn't do this, Joshiro totally would creep up behind her and sort of idea. But why would he show up here? And if he would show up here, Suzuki's right around the corner. There's Soma. If it is Joshiro, which is a good guess, I don't understand the direction now. I don't know, guys. Maybe I need to take a break from reviewing this series. I mean, I just started this channel, and I don't have very many people to disappoint anyways right now. I lost all my subscribers in the channel destruction. So maybe I have to reevaluate this, because every time I read the chapter, I go One Piece, and then my next thing, I skip My Hero Academia, Black Clover, Dr. Stone. I skip them all, and I click Shokugeki. That's my next go-to. One Piece and Shokugeki, they're my two go-to series that come out on Thursdays and Fridays. And I just not really feeling it, I guess. Maybe, as I said, maybe I have a problem with the arc, but I think it's not me. I think it's the arc, because I'm still liking Seven Deadly Sins. I'm still liking One Piece. I'm still liking My Hero. I'm still following all my series, and even there's slow points, like this week's chapter of My Hero Academia to me was kind of like, well, not really my chapter. I was more invested in the Endeavor Hawks thing. But it was still a solid chapter, and I know that those chapters have to happen. Right now, Wano's kind of slow compared to the greatness that was Reverie in One Piece. These things happen. I'm not against that, but it's been months. It's not weeks now, guys. It's months. And the high points in this arc thus far do not discount all the slow pacing and just who cares attitude of these chapters. So, that being said, guys, I hope you don't, dislike this video. Dislike it if you are still loving this series and loving the chapters every week. Dislike my video and flame me down in the comment section below. Tell me why I'm so full of shit and that my reasoning is bad and blah, blah, blah. I'd like someone to actually, please, take a moment, and explain to me what I'm missing here. What key piece, what great storytelling, what moment, what thing am I missing about this that is just not clicking with me? Because I still love this series and I still want to love this arc. And I'm still trying every single week to open mind, okay, what's this about? And I actually, once again, even though I've stood here for the last 15, 20 minutes ranting about how this is not a good arc and this chapter wasn't that great, I still, and it was cliche and cookie cutter, I still didn't mind reading the chapter. The artwork is still solid. I still love the characters. But the fact that we have not showcased anybody else outside of Megumi, Soma, and Arena, and of course the new antagonist, whatever, this whole time, and very, very little cooking, which it's food wars. Shokugeki no Soma, it's food wars. Like, can we please get back to the Iron Chef-esque battles? I just want to see a few more, not one loss from I don't want to see Megumi cook one thing and then Soma get beat by one thing. You know, I want to see some more cooking. So maybe that's what's missing for me. I don't know, guys. Anyways, as I said before, I'm being serious. Sit down, you know, get your hate for me out of your system in the first sentence, but then actually give me a good explanation, about what I'm missing. What am I is not clicking for me? And just try to argue my points and explaining good reasoning for me, please. Constructive criticism, so I can finally get back on track to loving each week of this series and every chapter. I'd really like to be doing that, and I'd like to be more hyped about this series once again. That being said, guys, this has been Griever with your Behind the Bar reviews. As always, continue cooking and drink responsibly. We'll see you back here next time. Sorry about the lackluster review, guys, but it just happens. See you next time.